Hey guys, it's me, Ria. Just hopping on for a quick message. Quick, quick, whatever that is, however that plays out. Just taking out a couple of my things here. Just wait and see if anyone wants to hop on. If not, I'll just continue my message. Welcome, guys. Those watching now or later or watching the replay, thank you for joining. Thank you for being here. Good moment of you, good moment of now. Every moment is a moment to allow more and more of you to align, to embody, to be present with whatever you are experiencing. Whatever you're experiencing is another moment of you. All right, guys. Hey, Shireen. I can't even see. Oops, I'm going to have to tell them be quiet. Yeah, Shireen. Hey, Kelly. Good morning, guys. Just people walking in. Just want to make sure they're... I'm doing a quick live, Drasana, so... All right, guys. So thank you for... Hey, Lauren. Long time no speak. So just hopping on today this morning, guys, and just like the introduction was about every moment being an opportunity to embody more of you. And I know you'll be able to relate to this message as well, Lauren, because we were just speaking about that. And as we allow ourselves to be present with what we're feeling, it's about really being present. And a lot of times we have these old things running in our mind still, the ego mind, the more limited mind, judging what we're feeling, expecting certain feelings, judging them as good or bad, or I shouldn't be feeling this way, or how come I'm not feeling another way. And so Spirit is just bringing a quick message through with that in regards to happy. Or what is happy? What is happy? And in the expectation of emotions that we think we should feel, or the judgment of emotions that we are feeling and expressing without judgment. I mean, allowing all emotions. And I know this is a back to basic message, but Spirit is wanting to just bring up this topic a little bit, because not just Lauren, but even me, and I'm sure all of you guys watching will be able to resonate in some way, shape, or form, or you will not be, you wouldn't be creating this message. So it's about like allowing, just being present with what you're feeling. And as you are present with whatever's being called of you now, just noticing when you might be judging, noticing when you might be criticizing, notice when you might be labeling as good, bad, happy, sad. And I know, Lauren, you were mentioning how when you think you should be happy, you don't even feel happy. But it's neutral is a good place to be. Neutrality, just remain neutral to what you are witnessing within yourself, and catch yourself when you are judging or expecting certain emotions to arise, or when you're judging or criticizing certain emotions that arise. Part of embodying and allowing every moment to be an opportunity to engage, to allow, to embody, and to align to yourself more fully is allowing all of those parts. And I know I went through kind of a tough, like 24 hours of like emotional stuff, and just like, well, geez, I want this, I want that, or how come whatever, I shouldn't be feeling this because I'm so blessed, and all of those things. Oh, I should be happy. I should be happy because I have this, that, and the other thing. Well, I think as we rise in frequency and as we're ascending, those labels are dissipating, and we are actually allowing a place, a frequency, a state of being of more neutrality as we step more into allowing our higher consciousness to come through. They don't judge, they don't label. That part of you, that overseeing part of you, is just kind of in that neutral state of peace. So what Spirit is saying is, as our frequency rises, we're releasing the addictions. They're calling it an addiction of emotions. In the past, we might have been addicted without knowing it, as we ride the waves and seek for outside stimulus and outside things that trigger that feeling of elation or of happiness. And we are actually releasing that. We can even be addicted to emotions of victim, where you're so used to being let down or feeling sad or playing that role. You can subconsciously also be sabotaging areas and emotions in your life where you're so used to being one way and it's more natural that you might slide into that as well. Only you know. But Spirit is just bringing up the whole idea of our emotional state. Yes, we are called to follow our bliss, our excitement, and our happiness because that is high frequency. Spirit is saying, I am not dismissing that teaching. I am just stating that some of us are going through those judgments and acknowledgments and awareness of our emotions and wanting to get the same reaction from the same outside stimuli. And because we are operating at a higher frequency, that outside stimuli, whatever that is, situation, place, thing, person, being, is not there to give us that same response because our frequency is different. We are embodying more light. So that light is coming more from an inner state of awareness and inner peace. And we do kind of step back and observe in neutrality what's happening and allowing what's happening. And as you enter that place of neutrality and you just ride the waves of neutrality or whatever you're observing, then you're clearing space for frequencies that are truly going to match this enlightened being that you are. And many of us will say and reflect, that doesn't make me happy anymore. Or the things that I used to get excited about don't make me happy. And then we fall into this whole thing. Well, just because it always was, well, there must be something wrong with me. There must be something wrong with me. And Spirit says there's absolutely nothing wrong with any of you. It is because you are activating more and more light within you. And as you do that, you become more and more actually internalized experiences, they're saying. You have this internalized sovereign state of being where that outside is not required to catalyze and trigger us as it was perhaps in the past. And that is not to say that outside things will not bring you that happiness. But the thing is what we're realizing is that doesn't come first. Our state of happiness, that peace, that connection within is what comes first. And then when we find that the outside situations, places, things, events, holidays, whatever it is not generating that same emotion, then we think or judge or criticize ourselves for that. So it's about allowing even non-emotions to be present in this new state of being and frequency and light that we are embodying. Wow, that's pretty good. Stopping our negative thought process hard. I am learning to replace those thoughts and feelings with positive or opposite feelings and emotions. Yeah. Yep. That's a technique that we can do. Spirit is saying, why don't we take that a step further and don't even try replacing anything with anything? Just allow the wave. Just allow the wave. And then Spirit is saying, in that allowing those natural states of being, the light activation is going to take its place without trying to manipulate or control what is before us or change it even by our own thought process. And Christy, I wouldn't have said that myself. I would have said the same thing you said. And that's a way to apply and get ourselves into a good mindset, because we always have free will where to shift our thoughts and emotions. That is true. But when you're finding that that is not working any longer, Spirit is saying, just ride that wave and let it be. Because as you ride the wave and allow even the negative responses, emotions, and all of that within yourself, you're simultaneously allowing that energy to move so that the light can, they're saying, overtake you. The light can overtake you. Now, I wouldn't have phrased it that well. So I know that that's truly a channel message, because I wouldn't have thought that from my human limited mind. So thank you, Spirit. That's really beautiful. And that takes the pressure off from us, from having to manipulate, control, watch over our thoughts. Spirit says it's not about watching over our thoughts anymore, trying to control them or manipulate them, but sit in the awareness of them and ride the waves, allow them without trying to change it, Spirit is saying. In the past, that might have been useful, but you guys are all master light blasters. You're operating in a frequency where you can now just allow. There's nothing to change. Everything is as it should be, including that which is arising within your awareness right now, whatever state of being, whatever emotion. Doesn't mean you act on it per se. You could be really angry and want to just kill someone. Of course, you're not going to act on that. It's about watching and allowing and riding the waves of those emotions. So again, it's just bringing us to a deeper level of self-acceptance, the whole kit and caboodle, because I was feeling like really criticizing myself, me, me, Ria, and thinking of things I don't have. And, oh, I really wish I had that. And I had it before. And why can't I have it now? And boy, I'm blessed, but I really should be happy. And, just that whole entanglement of our limited ego mind basing what we should be feeling and experiencing from the past. So I'm really needing to transmute and release that and really just take that out breath and surrender. Things are as they should be. And we know that theoretically, but sometimes the mind gets the better of us and it takes us on another whole trail. It takes us on another whole trail, but the trail ain't going forwards. The trail is going backwards, and it's taking everything we've ever experienced, these thought energy streams, and it's creating a huge knot. It's creating this one big knot, Spirit is saying. So it's just about out breathing and allowing. And even in the knottedness, because this is where this message was catalyzed from, even in my own energetic knottedness of streams of consciousness, limitations of thoughts, dragging all my limitations, but then trying to incorporate them in what I believe now. And Spirit is saying, don't worry about it. I'll take care of it. Well, your higher self has got it. Don't worry about it. Just allow it. And then obviously we get this insight as we go through the process, because I just surrendered. I gave in, throw in the towel, and it wasn't anything catastrophic, but in my mind, in my head, it was giving me a headache. But it's because I was trying to cling on to the old energies and incorporate them with the new energies, where I just needed to let them flow out of me, create the space, and just allow what is to come next in the next moment of me. So it's about also trusting these frequencies that you are illuminating and allowing now as a master light blaster, to allow them to be the stream of consciousness you're flowing in. Allow them. It's like you're at a fork in the road, or different forks, or even in a river that splits up into different branches. Which branch do I take? Just allow the flow, the path of least resistance, because we're actually causing resistance when we try to incorporate the old energies and these higher frequencies of now, when it's time to almost let those thoughts take a different path as we open up and allow just more of our light, I always find when I need your messages, Shireen, that is so beautiful. So that is showing you, and it is a real life manifestation of how you are creating this message, your higher self and your stream of allowance. This is so beautiful. You are creating this message for yourself. That is so beautiful. So that is showing you how universe has your back. Continue the journey, and those high frequencies will be reflected to you when you need it down your path. So this message could be a message, obviously, that we need, including myself, including me. Because when I step here and I go live, I'm receiving stuff. I have an idea of what I'm going to share, and then Spirit says, okay, I got it from here. It has my human self open up the gates, and then Spirit says, I got it from here. So that's what's been happening to me lately, and it's really awesome. And it was just about me accepting and allowing and surrendering, and that's how this happened. Like me surrendering to those ties of emotions and saying, oh my God, and then start taking me as the physical being and saying, what the hell's wrong with you anyways? Maybe you do have a problem. That kind of thing, where that ego gets so compressed and can't figure it out on its own, and then it starts pointing physical fingers at you and really making you try to doubt yourself. Holy shit. All right, so what do we get to say here? Mother Earth heart card. Let's just do a collective Mother Earth heart card. We are releasing the attempt in this higher frequencies. We are releasing and transmuting in this moment of now the attempt of manipulating and trying to control our emotions. The labels, the definitions, the have-tos, the what, even the whys, and we're letting that go, and we're just merging with that flow of water. And that flow of water represents repressed or oppressed or conditioned emotions that we are purifying by letting them out. All right, so what do we got? We got want to change, and this was what it was all about for me. Want to change? Hell yeah. But you got to surrender to the now to allow that change. And it's even like you want that change, but as you surrender, it's like even showing the openings in that heart area. the openings and the flow and the insight and the light activated through that surrender. So it's about the heart, obviously. And it almost looks like this is a little seaweed heart, but it almost looks like little ears coming out. And each ear has an opening in it. It's like a little like a little alien or something. So when I look at it and I look at it this way, I actually see a face, a little nose, a profile. Oh, now I'm seeing a rabbit. Okay, this is just morphing into a lot of different situations. Now the rabbit I see, and there's a little head, little arms coming out, and these are the big floppy eared rabbit is what I'm seeing in this heart now. And rabbits represent big hops. They act quickly. They want that change. So what spirit is saying is that change comes in that releasing and transmuting and allowing all that is just within you now without control or manipulation. But the big ears and the openings in the ears also representing listening, just listening to yourself, listening to what you feel. And it's bringing us to a more keen sense of listening, like listen to how you feel. But to me, the listening isn't outside of us. It's about listening to what's going on within you. And as you listen and don't try to control or manipulate it, just control and allow the flow. So instead of control, they always go into these little rhymes lately. Instead of trying to control, allow the flow and just listen to what your emotions from your heart is letting you know. Areas where you're trying to hang on to certain emotions, areas where you think these certain emotions need to be present when they don't. You guys are beyond that now, and you are actually going to be allowing higher frequencies of emotion without definition, labels, and expectations. That's beautiful. All right, so the name of this card is Want to Change? Want to change your world? Get moving. Put on your favorite music, sing out loud, let your imagination run. This is how simple it is. Putting feel-good energy into motion will multiply good energy. Your state of being is always reflected in your physical world. So how I take this is, yes, obviously move the energy, and when you feel good and move and dance or exercise or walk or run or go to the gym, you're moving that energy and it releases the density, also represented in this heart. It's releasing the density. But to me, it's also saying as we release the expectation and the labels and definitions of what we think we should feel, then we're going to feel good, because then we release the burden as well. And that brings forth higher frequency energies. And it's more of a being. It's not like a fleeting emotion, where emotions in the past have been fleeting, highs, lows, happy, sad, whatever. So the emotions, those feel good emotions that we're going to be bringing in and allowing now, as we just sit with ourselves and allow, don't try to control, manipulate, don't try to even divert certain feelings, just sit with it, the ears, listening, and that's going to open us up to emotions we have not yet experienced. And these emotions are not based on anything circumstantial. It's all in here. So we're coming to a much greater state of being, of allowance of what's in here, that inner peace, that God self state of being. And that obviously, and you guys all know that we aren't to live from the outside, because that's circumstantial, it's fleeting. The physical world is always changing. It comes and it goes. So it's about coming to and allowing a greater state of being of quote unquote happy. Okay, happy isn't going to mean what it used to mean. It's not a wave. It's not an addiction. It's not something fleeting. It's becoming a more constant, Spirit is saying. All right. After yesterday's live, I had a lesson in things out of my control. Holy shit. Thank you, Christy. Me too, sister. Holy crap. Me too. I got angry. Oh my God, this is so awesome. So even in the past lives, it's always a growth and an expansion. One live, one message, one post, one experience in life is always opening us and taking us further. Oh my God, this is me in a nutshell. All right, let me just put her up there. After yesterday's live, I had a lesson in things out of my control. I got angry and had to apologize for being short-tempered over the thing that happened, letting go of the old Christy. But in letting go of it, you're allowing it. So in allowing that state, you're able to let it go. So just being gentle with yourself and accepting, hey, that was a moment of Christy I needed to embody and allow in order to embody more and illuminate more of Christy in my reality. Similar situation. Same here. I'm like, oh my God, I really have no control. But yeah, And then I get all tangled in my mind. This is the human me speaking of, well, if I have all control and I'm God source energy and I'm a master manifester, then how come I feel such a lack of self-control? And then I had a lesson in my own lesson saying, okay, let the resistance and the out of control me talking to me, be your friend. So I was schooled over my own stuff, and that's so beautiful because whatever I do share, that is exactly what me, the physical part, the limited part of me, is undergoing at the time. And then you guys join in, and then we continue that expansion, and we get all of this insight and illumination and more activation. So it's so beautiful. But exactly, I had a nice little 24-hour of that channeling to be, and this is what it's about in the physical, to be experienced. That's what we came for. We came for that physical experience of the resistance, of the out of control feeling being our friend, of surrender. Well, how do we surrender? We got to freaking ass learn to surrender. How do we trust? Well, we got to freaking ass go through experiences where we learn to trust. So it's all beautiful. And thank you guys for being here, because this is so Shireen says, I always show up when I need it. Me too. So this is exactly what I needed as well. So thank you, Christy. Yes, I love that. Let it flow, let it flow, let it flow. Absolutely. Hey, Araceli, be in the now. Yes, I know. Theoretically, yeah. Oh, that's easy. Yeah, I'm in the now. I'm breathing. But when we really get deeper and deeper into the now, and we really do embody and align and embody more of us, we get some stuff coming forth that we didn't know was there. Like those angry moments, like those, oh my God, why was I triggered? Why did I overreact? Holy crap, I'm out of control. And then that brings all of that judgment in. So we're not only transmuting and allowing an emotion, we're also, it's connecting to so many other levels. So when you find yourself acting out or getting angry, like Christy said, and then apologizing, we allowed it, you accepted it, forgive yourself. Christy came to have that experience. It was allowing another piece of you. But then what hits other depths of judgment, shame, guilt. And so then we're transmuting a whole bunch of other levels of conditions, definitions, and labels that are tied in energetically to that one episode. So when we allow something, me three. Thank you, Kelly. So when we allow something, we have no idea. Actually, it's not just about that episode. Oh, your kid spilt the milk. It turned you. It brought you over the edge, triggered you to overreact, or they did something, or my son Mythos. I almost was going to get really mad, and I could feel myself holding myself back, but acknowledging it, like, what do you mean you lost your boots? Those are expensive boots. All you had to do was put them in your locker and bring them home. What do you mean you can't remember where you put them? And then, but that was just a situation to trigger some shit. And I don't want to say shit because it's part of my physical experience. What I came to clear, came to clean, came to transmute. So not judging. So then I had to really feel judge, guilt. Oh my God, he's just my little earth angel. Jeez and crow. Why am I expecting so much? And then, just that whole spiel. And then like yesterday's message about the snowball analogy. Well, I was snowballing dirty snow. Let's put it that way. I was snowballing dirty ass shit snow. The snowball that ran through the dog shit that was all mushy in that spring weather where it's all thawing out, picking up all the soil and the leaves. So I was snowballing, but that's beautiful because I needed that experience to connect to a part of me that I was stifling. So be gentle and accept it. I'm feeling it. Yeah, I know it. And that's so beautiful because I do really, really embrace the physical experience. But this morning I was feeling like, oh my God, I just need to go live in a cave by myself. And I am so done with my oh, this is really good. So then those will even trigger emotions like I am so done with delivering messages, spirit, from you, because it ain't freaking ass serving me. I was even getting mad in that way and saying, all right, I'm done. I'm done doing my lives. Where the heck is it getting me? And so then that was beautiful because then it was a minute mini dark night, like oh my God. So, and just, and then it takes you even deeper into questioning that. And it was all a bunch of little things snowballing. And then I said to myself, I ain't giving no message, I'm taking a break. Well, whatever that happens, lo and behold, the message comes, because then I got something to learn from it. And then I'm excited once I'm learning, or I'll even come on just to share. And then within that sharing, then the channeling, then the light is activated. So unless I had all of that experience, unless I went through that whole little spiel, we would not be operating in this more and more all the time. So thank you. Yeah, and I'm thinking, oh my God, just a bunch of And then I even like, thank you, Callie. So then I'm thinking nothing but a bunch of bullshit comes out of me. And what the hell am I thinking? And those channelings, what the hell is that about? It's not even like applicable. And then, so I had a little, I guess I got a little angry with spirit as well. I'm like, what the shit, man? What the shit, man? I'm done with this. Because then when I'm in channeling mode, the stuff comes through and I'm like, wow, so beautiful. And then, you feel that peace, you feel that connection, you feel that ignitement. But then I get sunk into a little limited human mind. Obviously, I had to have in order to transcend that because it was something in me I was holding and I didn't even know it. All right. So thank you guys for bringing all of this light and beauty and resolve and ignition and light and everything. Oh, it's hot here. So yeah, I was about ready to just go and live in a cave. All right. Oh, your honesty's helpful. Holy crap. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah, I go. So beautiful messages and beautiful channelings are ignited, just like all of you guys, the Master Light Blaster, through going in really dark. You know what I mean? Getting really kind of dark. So yeah, and I can feel it in my heart right now. We're really, really going deep and we're diving deep in allowing and loving and accepting these little parts of ourselves that we don't like to maybe acknowledge or that we're judging still. And it's just taking us to a deeper level of self-love, self-acceptance, igniting the light, and all is well. All is well. And we truly are all where we should be in every circumstance, every outrage, every little trigger is just what we needed. And we're at the frequency now where we can handle it and we can gain from it. And we're allowing it to activate our light. So that's beautiful. And even the little mini moments of resistance that I was personally having, I stopped for a second and I said, okay, Spirit, I guess this is a lesson for me to, incorporate and learn from the physical about that whole teaching that came through yesterday. The resistance is our friend. All right, guys, very beautiful. So that's it. And if anybody wants a personal, let me know. I could do a PayPal personal if you want. Oh my God, I'm boiling now. There was a lot of heat coming from that. There was a lot of, so I'm feeling really, really hot, and it's not hot flash. It's a transmutation of everything that we're awakening. So as we have blasted more light and activated more light and awareness within us through this transmission, through this channeling, through our own experiences, it's literally like transmuting. And it's really, I can feel the heat burning it to alchemize it to that gold. So I'll just stick that up there in case anybody does want one. A personal. Ria Parna 1224 at Gmail. So guys, let me go. I'll give you a minute. Post some comments. I'm going to read those, and I'll just go. What Gmail? What? All right. And see if Spirit wants to bring anything else through. You guys saw your Master Light Blasters. All right. You guys are the ones creating us. Sorry, someone's screaming. All right, guys. Thank you so much. I'm going to blast all of your light, and you guys are all holding that spark of an experience that you've just transmuted and allowed, embodying more of you, loving more of you that we didn't have, but we all have our personal experiences. And those personal experience, Spirit is saying, is like another angle. It's another angle, another perception of that same energy. So if we're transmuting guilt or shame or not allowing an emotion or judging or expectations, it's like that diamond that has all of those fractals. They want us to think of one big diamond where each is one big diamond, but there's a fractal of light coming, emanating from that diamond that you can only kind of see by turning it. So you guys are all holding a fractal of that diamond, of that illumination, of that transmutation. So that's so beautiful. So Shireen, thank you. Kelly, thank you. Lauren, thank you. Araceli, thank you. Christy Burke, thank you. Carissa, thank you. Muna Zabi, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, guys. I think I got you all. All right, guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, and Kimmy Siegel, last but not least. I am buying shirts right now. Cool. Cool. All right, so today that's what it was about. Just it's embodying and allowing more of us in the moment, not judging, not labeling happy, not that, oh my God, I have and we'll do this a lot. Oh my God, I've done so much inner work and I've done so much and I know so much now and I'm shining so bright. Why am I not feeling elation? Why am I not feeling happy? So that is just taking a judgment. It is an expectation of an old emotion. And what's really being called of us, guys, Spirit is saying, is we're being called to something deeper and something more profound. And it's just about allowing all of that surface stuff, accepting it, loving it, letting it go, acknowledging it in awareness, not trying to control or manipulate the feeling of victim, not trying to control or manipulate it or change it, but to allow it. And the way we can use our thoughts is that background higher awareness is saying this is all working out and it's meant to be. So Christy, to acknowledge that comment too about how we have been taught in the past to move our thoughts on something better, we are still taking that and allowing it. And through the allowing it, we're acknowledging it in a high frequency of thankfulness and gratitude. Holy shit, this is good, guys. All right, so Spirit just brought this together now. Oh my God, it's so exciting, Kin Chemistry. Oh my God, this is so exciting. You guys are so brilliant. So thank you, Christy. If you were not here, this would not have come because they were bringing focus to your message. And normally, oh, I don't feel good. I don't feel sad. I'm going to take my thoughts and shift them to something that makes me happy. And you know how we are becoming that human yin yang. We are merging everything. Everything is a team. All of the channelings recently have been on that, how it is all one now in teamwork. So this is how we apply what you just said, Christy. An old way would be to divert the thought. Now what we're doing is we're merging. So as we allow those areas of anger or whatever, pissed offness or whatever we're going through, the whole human array is limitless of what we're feeling. Instead of trying to divert or control it, allow it. But now we're operating at that higher awareness and perspective. And our intent is, oh, I'm allowing this and I'm aware of this because I'm actually integrating and allowing parts of me. So this is bringing that frequency to a higher calibration automatically because you are allowing it in gratefulness, thankfulness, and knowing that it is just in your awareness in order to infuse with light, in order to transmute to the light that it was originally created in. So you, as a fractal, through your own individual experiences, you're a fractal of that diamond. A piece of that diamond's got some dirt on it. Well, that dirt, that heavier, denser thought, energy, projection of that energy through your experience and what you're engaging in is an opportunity for you to kind of wipe that diamond. So in wiping the diamond, the only way to do it and to really transmute it into a sustainable, perfect light shining in your awareness is to allow that, not to change your perception per se, even though that's been helpful in the past. But in the past, we were not operating at the light capacity that we are now. And we have the power in the light to really transmute and to really merge the opposing forces, that limited thinking, the mind, the judgment, whatever you're going through with that other observer state of awareness. Oh, I'm going through this as a human. Thank you. Oh, it doesn't feel very good, but yes, I know. So it's merging both in that one circumstances. And that is how it is also part of teamwork. Evolution of the diamond in the rough. Absolutely. And the diamond was always there, eh? It's just got to be polished, shined, whatever, or it had the potential. It held the capacity because I think a diamond actually goes through a changing, right? Through the kind of like the pressure and all of that kind of stuff. That's exactly what we are. In that diamond had that capacity the whole time. We had that capacity the whole time. And now we're just allowing it through the physical, perfect analogy, allowing it through the physical experiences that are sometimes very stressful, very pressured, very limited, very heavy, very hot, very dirty. So, oh shit. Well, this makes me feel so much better about my shit ass situations that I create for the fun of it, for me being a diamond. All right, guys. Awesome, Christy. Perfect. Oh, and what they said is evolving. So even that whole state of evolution, what is it? Evolution and what's the other one? What's the two theories in science where we hear or did we evolve where we've created and point blank was man created and point blank just boom there, or we evolved? And this is another way that we combine two opposing thoughts and merge them into one. And even that diamond analogy is beautiful because it had the potential, it was all there, but yet it needed the evolution in the experience to shine. So, oh my God, that gives me goosebumps. So that even merges those two opposing theories as a team. So the whole thing is about team. Everything is one. It's always this. Bashar or other teachings always say it's this and that. It is. It is. It's both. It's merging. Everything is team. There's no separation. And we are dissipating that more and more and more and more and more, even through the acknowledgement of trying to make certain emotions, define them, label them, separate them. Oh, happy's good, sad's bad. Oh, God is good, peaceful, bliss. If I'm not feeling happy, then there must be something wrong with me. No, 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 no. All right. You guys are something else. You guys are something else. All right. So anybody now or later, whoever wants your own personal message to, dissect maybe what you're going through and to gain light on what you're going through, just personal message me if you guys want a personal reading. Goosebumps, the haunted mat. Oh my God, that one is Swamp Fever, Monster Blood. Yeah, so Mythos and me have watched a lot of Goosebumps, the old series, and yeah, that mask, that one's crazy. What's her name? She's got a double name. What the hell's her name? The girl, not Laura Ann. What the hell's her name? Yeah, that is a really good creepy episode. I love that one. I love that one, the haunted mask. Oh my gosh, so good. That one, Mythos and I like personally the haunted mask, and then the one with what the ventriloquist. What the hell's his name? Happy? No, Slappy. Slappy. There's a few based on Slappy as well. All right. Anyways. Carly Beth, yeah, I knew it was a double name, and it was like kind of like Laura Ann. What the hell was it, Carly Beth? Oh my God, how can you hold so much knowledge? I mean, information. I have a hard time with that. I feel energy. I can't ever remember the labels, the names, people's names. I don't know their names. I know how they feel, but I don't remember always. I'm bad with names, horrible, unless I connect it to another one. All right, so nobody wanted a personal today, right? Are we signing off? Great message today, guys. Oh my God, so good. So good. You guys are truly master light blasters. And with every experience, you are just embodying more and more and more. And we don't need to go searching for these experiences. We don't need to look for them. They are whatever we are going through in this moment of now. This moment of awareness of you is exactly where you need to be, exactly what you've come to ignite with your light, to transcend, to alchemize, to shift. You're shifting. As you're shifting, you're activating and embodying more light. And this light is not definable. It is not controlled by labels. It is not manipulated. It is only allowed, 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 allowed. May you all shine with the entirety of all the love and light that you are. Shoot.